What's going on, guys? It's Noiz.I TV here, and it's another episode of Noiz.I Talks. This one is a very special one to me, just because, again, like a lot of friends that I bring on him, I haven't talked to in a long time. So today I have, you can introduce yourself, brother.
Young No, the one and only. I appreciate you, my guy.
No problem.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
Hey, that was a solid handshake. I ain't gonna lie.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
No, it's really dope to see Young No here, bro. We kind of grew up together, kind of not.
Yeah, for sure.
Just a lot of stuff. We hoop together. He makes music.
I used to fuck him up hooping too.
Okay, nah. Good enough, because we could talk about the outside, bro. We could talk about the like inside. He might have had me, but like outside, it was a whole different story. But it's always cool talking to Young No, bro. So, but other than that, like if you're new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe. This is you'll be episode.
Was it 4?
You'll be episode 12.
It's 12?
You'll be episode number 12. Yeah, you'll be episode 12, which is crazy. So for those who are new, this is where we just have raw conversation. The interviewee never knows what the questions are. So I always like to understand, like when I ask the questions, it's an answer in real time. So you ready?
Let's get it, bro.
All right. Mm-hmm. So question.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it, bro. First question.
Mm-hmm.
With everything that you've experienced in your life,
Right.
What path do you know not to go down? You got to speak into it because it's kind of.
That's a tricky question, bro.
Yeah.
You saying what path would I know not to go down?
Yeah, like so like growing up, like we've experienced a lot,
Right.
and like stuff that we've encountered. It's like, okay, I know not to do that. And so like with your experience that you've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, what path do you know not to go down because you know the end result?
I feel, man, that's crazy because like maturing is growing up. Like I always would say, like, I wish I would have did this different.
Right.
I wish I would have did this different. But growing up and seeing shit, realizing all the mistakes and the path that I went down, it makes you into the person that you are now. So I wouldn't change anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change anything. I feel like, man, you got to go through some shit to be some shit, bro. So.
And that's actually, that was the answer that I was not expecting, just because like I feel like a lot of people who feel that certain stuff when it comes up into the life, they feel like, well, man, like I really do have to kind of stray away, which you do in a sense.
They like to blame their situations and shit. I feel like they like to blame their situations, and when our reality, like, man, all you can do is learn from it, bro. Like,
exactly.
All you can really do is learn from your situations and all them hardships, man. Because like, at the end of the day, but that's the type of shit that makes you. And so like everything that I went through, I might be like, damn, I didn't got shit, but my cards was dealt wrong as fuck. But at the end of the day, but this shit that made me. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn from certain type situations and just go from that type of shit. So, and
then like with
change anything, bro.
With you learning all that stuff, like because you said it did make you and all that stuff, and like how do you feel with the stuff that with the cards that were dealt to you? How do you feel like that kind of shaped in who you are today? Does that make sense?
I feel like it didn't shape me into a hustler. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to give up.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever cards I was dealt, not to give up. Just see the light of, you know what I'm saying, any situation. Just see the light of any situation. Just keep going.
That's actually, like I said, I was not expecting that answer, just because like it's good to know that like people, they do accept the cards that are dealt, because I feel like a lot of people do, like you said, they do blame the situation rather than just making the right choice.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that was a phenomenal answer, bro.
Yes, sir.
Question number 2. Like I said, this is kind of a deeper question, because like you don't have to go super deep in the answer, but just give an answer if you can.
I'm gonna try to answer as best as I can.
Yeah. So, have you made any unforgivable choices? Now, before you even answered, what I mean by that, like, you don't have to go super deep into something that like you're trying to reveal, but like just things that that weren't probably in your best nature, that you knew of but you still did, if that makes any sense.
I done had plenty of unforgivable decisions that I made. I'm saying I don't want to
dive in. Right.
Dive into it, but I definitely had plenty of situations where I felt like, why did I do this? But I'm trying to say, growing up and maturing and shit like that is, it's going back to question one.
Right, for sure. Yeah.
I'm saying it's really going back to question one. I can't think about my past if you trying to move on into your future and trying to be better, like a better person and shit like that. So I really, I definitely done made some decisions that I regret. And this and that, but you know what I'm saying? I really can't. I'm saying you just gotta learn from them, bro.
Yeah, and man,
you gotta learn from them.
Was it hard? Was it hard, kind of? Because you were talking about like learning from it and moving past it and moving through it. Mm-hmm. With all that, is it hard moving through it? Because I feel like a lot of people think that they have to kind of just dwell in that and stay in it forever, and you know, that's what causes them to be depressed, to be lonely, to be not looking out for a certain support.
Right.
Right. Do you feel like, you know, with you moving past it, that's obviously helped you? Because, you know, like a lot of people, they do stay in it. So, you know,
I feel like a lot of people, like when they stay in it, they want to, I mean, I'm not saying everybody, but they want to use it as an excuse. Like, oh yeah, this happened to me, so this is why I'm at a certain point in my life.
To not move in it.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody copes with their situations different. Some might cope with drugs. Some might cope with just doing certain type shit. In the way that I cope with my situation, I try as best as I can. Anytime I'm thinking about some shit, like, I just try to make music about how I'm feeling. And so that's how I cope with my problems. You know what I'm saying? To say, like, you can't be stuck in those shit, like, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, because you're not going to grow from that, bro. So
yeah, because a person I was just talking to was my friend Key, and he was, because like we were talking about how when people do create art or create music or whatever, you do in a sense have like a blank canvas, and like, you know, once you put it onto the canvas, you see what it is. So like whenever you make a song, or whenever you know what I'm saying, do what you do, once you see the pain or the real raw emotion of what you're doing, how does that make you feel? Like, I mean, obviously you see the pain, you see what you're doing, and you hear it, but like, how does that make you feel, like to see it on something, or to hear it, or to
how does it make me feel?
Yeah.
I mean, I really can't say that, because it's like, shit, like when I'm writing music, or like when something's in my head, I can already like
vision it, see it.
I can already see like the final product. So
wow, yeah.
And so like it already has me kind of emotional. But I'm trying to say, you can ask my cousin Keith, and I'm trying to say whoever was in the studio with me this on a daily basis, like, shit, man, he sees how like the emotional process is, and I'm saying he's with me every day, so he's knowing like everything I'm saying is raw and uncut, and it's real, and I'm not faking, so he can. But this shit is real life, like,
right.
I'm saying, damn, we're getting chills in the studio.
Right.
Getting chills in the studio, bro. Like, I'm trying to say, but that shit make me feel amazing. I can just put what's on my mind or whatever I'm thinking.
Because like, you know,
put it on some art. You know what I'm saying, put it on a song, or just put it on a beat or whatever the fuck I'm doing. You know, because
like basically, like once it's out, you're kind of just moving past through it. Like, you know, that's what it was, that's what it is, and like you can move forward.
And it's crazy because it's like, I know people listen to music. I listen to music like sometimes it helped me get through a situation. I don't know if you listen to music, or if you're going through a certain type of situation, you might listen to one type song, and
right.
You know what I'm saying, it helps you get through a situation. So when I make music, I'm going through a certain situation. I know I'm not the only person in the world going through I'm saying the same type of shit I'm going through. And
right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So if I can help somebody get through a situation by my music, bro,
wow,
that shit makes me feel good as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But that shit, the type of shit that motivates me and just keeps me going, bro. Like,
yeah, because I was just again talking to my friend Key about like the biggest thing that people have to understand in life is, you know, if you feel like you don't have a gift or a purpose, people. The point of life is impact and influence, right? So like even if you feel like you don't have a gift or you don't whatever, someone out there in the world is waiting for your song, for your words, for your impact, for them to be like, you know what, I can X, Y, and Z, because like, you know, we already have the A-list celebrities, we already have the B-list celebrities, but someone is looking in your community and your support and your whatever to see like, you know what. Young No is going. He is moving forward. So that makes me want to move forward for my family, for their family. Right. So it's like that's very important to kind of see that from your eye too, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Wow.
That's only the second question, bro.
Second question, bro. For sure. And man, okay, so
I told you I'm gonna try to answer this best.
It's all good, bro. It's all good. 3 gets a little deeper. And again, you don't have to get deep. Whatever, but just answer to the best ability.
Keep saying I'm gonna try to answer this as best as I can.
You're all good. How do you overcome traumatic experiences? And do you feel that the way that you overcame it was the best way for you to work through it?
How do I overcome traumatic experiences?
Yes, and then that way that you overcame it, do you think that was the best way you could have done it, or do you think that you could have done it another way?
Man, I feel like the best way to overcome a traumatic experience
for just you, not
just me personally.
Yeah, not general.
It's me personally. I had to bump my head. I just had to go through shit, man. You got to go through the rain, man. You got to go through them type of situations. You can't try to avoid it or do anything. You just got to go head on.
Yeah. Kind of elaborate more, just so people can kind of, I mean, because, that makes sense to you, but just in case, people don't understand,
as me and going head on, you can't try to force it, trying to run away from your trauma experiences.
Yes.
As that means you just got to go day by day, minute by minute, week by week, month by month. You just got to go through it. I'm trying to say, and as hard as it might be, trying to wake up every day and go through your traumatic experience,
yeah,
you just have to go through it. I'm trying to say, but that shit gonna get better at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you just gotta go through it, man. You just gotta live it day by day. I'm trying to say, if you have the right people, I'm trying to say who's been, I'm saying that might not be everybody's case, but somebody who done been through a similar type situation, just try to be some shit, man. Try to surround yourself with people. I'm saying with a lot of love,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
Because
just gotta, I'm saying just go day by day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I think something that I went through was, especially in 2020, was just a lot of loss, from people that I grew up with or that I knew, they're gone now, and that's something that I've never really experienced because I'm one of the lucky people who hasn't had a death in the family, right, for one, and I know
no death in your family at all, grandparents, anything.
Great grandparents. Yeah, I've had one great grandparents. Okay. But I have both sets of my grandparents. I have my mom, my dad. I have my sister, my brother, and that's something that I start to cherish more now because I see people who grow up without their family or who grow up without someone that kind of raised them, and then they kind of just stay in that forever, they kind of stay with that person who is gone forever, right, and they never, like you said, take it head on or have that support. So it's something that kind of helped me overcome it was just understanding that is real, that relationship with that person is gone, and I have to understand that it is gone. But for me to work through it was just, again, having the right people who understood me, because a lot of people, you can tell your story, you can tell your whatever, but they might not really understand why you're feeling that way. They're just oh, you're sad, okay, get over it. Right. But you have to experience those emotions in real time. A lot of people don't have.
Everybody grieves different, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody grieves different, bro. It's you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know you was talking about death in a traumatic experience.
just anything. Yeah, okay, just anything.
Death, man, speaking about death, I'm trying to say grandparents and just people in general. I didn't say death it's been a common thing in my life for a long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm saying from grandparents, but that's what I'm trying to say, because grandparents can't live to be, I'm saying, forever. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, yeah.
And then going to cousins dying, I'm trying to say the same age, and then homeboy, I'm saying this niggas dying and all type of shit like that. So that at a certain point, that shit gets, bro, you just get numb, man, you just get numb to this shit. And so it's just, I don't know, bro, everybody copes different, man. It's just, you gotta have the right people around you, and you gotta have the right people around you, bro. You just gotta keep going, man, because at the end of the day, man, your peoples ain't gonna want you to just be sitting around moping and be sad about this shit, man. They want you to achieve something in your life and do something for them. I'm trying to say, whatever they wanted to do, I put that into my, okay, I'm trying to say, I gotta do this. I ain't about to be sitting around sad for them and this and that. Even though some days you're gonna have some sad days.
Yeah, just for memories and stuff.
And be fucked up, I'm saying, about some memories, but overall, man, you just gotta keep going. I'm saying, you just gotta keep going on that trauma side. What was the second question?
Oh no, that was basically it for that. I mean, kind of. I mean, you kind of answer. Yeah, you kind of answer it though. But basically, do you feel taking it head on, day by day is the best way to work through it? And it really is though. You know what I mean? Because
even you really can't call it though, bro. Because everybody is different.
No, I'm saying for you personally though.
Personally, me taking it head on that was probably the best way for me to go head on. But I mean, honestly, because sometimes I be bottling up a lot of shit, and then once it comes to that,
okay,
I be bottling up a lot of shit. I might seem okay, you know what I'm trying to say, and then once it hits me, I break down, and then you know what I'm saying, and the motherfuckers wanna, oh yeah, what's wrong with him? He's tweaking, you know what I'm saying? So he's tripping. He's tripping, but it's because I'm not speaking my feelings to people. But I mean, but shit, that's just how I am, you know what I'm saying? Say it's some shit I gotta work on, but
yeah, and like shout out to your cousin who's over here. Is that someone that you feel that you can actually have those tough conversations with? Because like you know people really only have that person or that whatever
especially
to kind of
moving to Vegas. You know what I'm trying to say? It's literally like me and him. Shit, I moved all the way across the United States, and so I'm like shit. I can call my family on FaceTime, but it'd be
oh wow, hold on, we good.
Yeah, we good. But it'd be like I'm saying shit. We're moving all the way across you know what I'm saying, the United States and shit. I can always call my family and shit, but it'd be different than having somebody in person and shit and actually talking to them. So so like I feel like bro's a big part. Like it might be hard, I'm trying to say, because I have my situations where I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I feel like I can just, you know what I'm saying, just put on a little mask and facade it and all type of shit like that. But nigga, that shit'll eat you alive, man. That shit'll eat you alive.
Yeah,
sure,
and like
man.
It's crazy because like I mean, I never knew but that's also because like I never took the time to sit down and actually talk to you about like the losses that you had. So
a lot of them came like my niggas and shit. It came like shit like senior year and it's after high school and shit like. But I'm still fresh, 18, 19. I'm saying, but
yeah, but you didn't even get like a real chance to process those at a young age because like especially in high school like we're not really taught to express or to talk to each other about that stuff. It just happens, and then the next day it's like, okay, back to reality. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like I never knew that, but I appreciate you sharing that because a lot of people are kind of in the same position. And
yeah, this rolling uncut, man. I'm gonna
yeah, for sure.
Keep it raw, man.
No, it's just
raw,
man, like
keep it raw, bro.
And I feel like that's something that I've been kind of dealing with myself, is preparing myself for the next phase of life, because like as we get older, so does our parents or grandparents, and like that's something that I don't ever want to regret, is once they're in the grave, I didn't say I love you enough, I didn't take the time to come see you enough, and like that stuff is something that really sticks with me because I just want to create the relationships now. See, stuff is weird, bro.
But you gotta remember though, bro, like at the end of the day, man, like you can never prepare yourself for like real life situations. I'm trying to say that shit just happens. Like shit, man, you can never prepare yourself for death because it's just unexpected. You can never prepare yourself for any type thing like that. It's just how you gonna handle it, man. So you just gotta have the right people, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I hope you got the shit in the right headspace and shit like that. But you can never prepare yourself for any fucked up situation like that, bro. So nobody can really tell you how to react about any situation like that
at all. Question number 4. What is something in life that you do not have the answer for, but you're still searching for it?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy you asked me that. But it just came straight to me. It's my future.
Yeah.
It's my future. Because I'm grinding for what I want to do. I'm grinding for my goals right now. I'm grinding. What I always dreamed of is making music, bro. I could never, even in high school, like even as a little kid, bro, I knew on 9 to 5 or doing some shit. Like,
it just wasn't it.
It just wasn't it. I want to do something, making money off something that I love doing. And so I know that my future, I don't know what's going to happen in my future, but I know if I put the grind to it, and I'm saying that's how they say, and go and shit, man, and take the steps to get to it, I can get there. And I'm saying that's like anything you do, like football, man. You gotta, shit, I'm trying to say, work harder than anybody. I'm trying to say, playing football, you gotta, shit, man, to teach them, shit, man. You got, it just takes anything you want to do in life, bro.
Outwork the next person, basically.
Yeah, man, you gotta outwork the next person, man. So I don't know what my future holds. I'm saying and say, man, that's the scary part. But I know as long as I keep on grinding, I'm saying keep on grinding and put in the overtime that.
Yeah, pay off, and I think that's something that we all kind of hold against us, is not knowing the future. But it's like we see how quick people are getting to that place where, like, okay, we see overnight success easy because it's on social media.
Crazy, bro.
And it's like we never. even though they may have overnight success. Dang, that stuff is trippy. Anyways, it's just bothering me, my fault. But even though they may have overnight success, the people who kind of paved the way for us to create, we never get to see what happens behind closed doors.
Right.
Like, and I think a great example is seeing like Kanye West's story. No one really believed in him, but at the end of the day, he still created the music he did. He still created everything that he did, and then he got to the place of, okay, now I'm getting recognized. Now I can blow up. Now I can make whatever. Right. Now you know what I'm saying. So I feel like, to your point, just putting it in the grind, the support, having a day by day, is something that you really have to change your mindset of. Because if you want to be in a place where you know you can live off your lifestyle, you have to become uncomfortable of your lifestyle currently. Right. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that, because you have to make the necessary changes. So if you're doing something that you know is a bad habit and that it's not going to affect you positively in the long run, why are you still doing it now? Right. And I feel like people subconsciously know, like, dang, this isn't working out, but if I keep doing it, it'll get me to here. But as soon as you get to that place where it's like, oh, it's not working out, people give up. So let us be an example of keep going, just because of the reality of what can't happen in your life. I hate when people say, you know, the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you're standing right now, right, because you're doing it. You're putting the work in it.
You just gotta water it. You know what I'm saying? You just
man, come on. Water that, man. Water the grass, y'all.
Gotta water. And it's crazy because you said it's like people get comfortable doing what they're doing, and I feel like, I'm not gonna get into depth, but I feel like man, keeping what I was doing in Springfield and I'm saying whatever I was doing, it might have had me cool. I might have been living the same, but this ain't the lifestyle that I want to live.
Nah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So I'm getting comfortable at just with people and just my profession and doing what I'm doing and shit like that. And then once I get out to Vegas, I have that mindset of, I'm trying to say, cuz I tell you, and I'm in the studio and he worked with big time artists and artists and shit like that. And he's showing me a different way. Like, you gotta change your way, but I'm not used to this because I'm not used to working big time studios.
Yeah.
So I gotta change my ways. And so I gotta be coachable at all times.
Come on.
I gotta be coachable at all times, bro. I'm just getting hard headed and I'm getting pissed off.
Yeah.
That's all I'm trying to say, bro. So we had to cancel our session because me and him, our vibe was just terrible that night.
For sure.
It was terrible that night, bro. And so I'm like, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I come back tomorrow, I'm like, shit, I'm about to kill this nigga with kindness. I'm gonna go in there, I just wanna work, bro. I'm gonna just kill this nnigga with kindness, man. So I went in there, we put everything aside, we just worked, and we made a hit. So I'm like, I'm saying that's what I gotta do. I gotta be coachable at all stages of life, bro. I can't just be stuck in the same person I was back home or doing this, because that's not the same type of person I am, and that's not the same person I want to be.
Especially, you know if you want to get in those rooms where like you know, like those people who you look up to or who you admire, you got to be coachable, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
I'm saying I only been down there like a little bit of time, but I'm just.
But still, you see how much that impact, because like, again, changing your scenery.
I feel like I'm a different person. Hold on, but y'all, I'm not a different person. I'm still the same Noah, but I'm saying the same. I'm a different. Like, I'm still maturing though. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm still the same Noah, but I'm saying like I'm maturing as a person. Bro.
Nah, bro. Hey.
I'm just learning a lot of shit, bro.
He had to check y'all real quick. He's like, hold on, I'm still the real Noah, bro. Hold on, nah. Yeah.
Avenue, but
yeah.
I'm saying, like, bro, I'm just maturing as a person, bro. And
yeah.
It's just teaching me a lot. Like, once you get into a room with, like, you can be in a room, shit, man, you in a room with 6 bums, man. What you gonna be? You gonna be a motherfucking bum.
Right.
If you in a room with 6 bosses and 6, you know what I'm trying to say, and they trying to teach you something, bro, you gonna be the next boss, man. You gotta be coachable and be able to learn and a whole lot of shit. I'm still learning that because as a man, bro, pride be the main thing, bro. Pride be the main thing, and that be fucking me up. Sometimes I gotta let pride go if I want to reach that next level, and I said I gotta let that pride go.
Yes, sir. And just creating those healthy boundaries and creating those healthy relationships. Mm-hmm. That's how you move. But again, back to your point, being coachable.
Right.
This is great, bro. This is great. I'm gonna hold my comments for later. Okay, so when I ask you this question, this isn't pertaining to your circle. It's pertaining to more of the people either back home or, you know, people who share your stuff, okay?
Okay.
Do you think the support you have, what you do, is something that people understand, or do you think that people just support you because you're doing it?
I like this question, bro. I like this question.
make sure you hold it kind of close to you. My fault.
I like this question. Are you good? I like this question. It's like, man, shit, man. I appreciate. Hold on, man. Say the question one more time.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Do you think the support you have for what you do is something that people actually understand, or do they just support you because you do it? Now, before you answer, real quick, the reason why I asked that is because I feel like especially when it comes to music, people can support it because it's a beat, it's a song, it's something that you can dance to, vibe to, whatever. But do they actually understand the words behind it, the meaning behind it, the pain behind it, the emotion behind it? You know what I mean?
Okay, let me get into it like this.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people. I've been had a good support system before I even made any moves or did anything from the city. I feel like I had a good support system.
Yeah.
It's been a good support system. There's diehard people, I'm trying to say, who've been fans since the jump, just genuine love. It's just having family members or friends who have genuine love for you. Or this might be, I'm trying to say, they just supporting you to support you. But I feel like at the end of the day, I'm trying to say, like, support. But I'm trying to say, like, shit, man. I feel like a lot of people, man, shit, they might be sharing some shit or supporting me just because they see somebody else sharing it. I mean,
right.
And that's cool.
Right.
I'm trying to say, man, I accept all type of support, but that's cool. I'm saying that's cool. But at the end of the day, man, so you gonna know who your real supporters is and who's been down there since day one and who loves you genuinely, and I'm trying to say who actually knows your story and knows where you're coming from and knows what you've been through to get to the point where you're at right now. And I'm trying to say, I feel like a lot of support might not be good support, but at the end of the day, I appreciate it all. Yeah,
because I feel like I feel like one of the main reasons why I asked that question is because dang, I just had a thought. I feel like people who can relate to it understand it, but people who just listen to music because of attention span just like it because, okay, like, this is my friend, he's doing what he loves to do, which is good in a sense. But I think for people to really get that personal relationship with support or with fans or whatever, I think the fans do have to understand the flip side. This is why I'm creating it. It's not necessarily, I mean, it is for a lifestyle, for an income, for whatever, but it's also to kind of help heal. Like you said earlier, you listen to music sometimes based off of different emotions, different things, like, I'm saying, like that. And I feel like specifically when it comes to local artists, people usually just listen to the music because they feel like that person is doing something that's keeping them off the streets or whatever like that. And I feel like there's only support in that and not support in, like, the emotional side, if that makes any sense.
That definitely makes sense.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying on that type side. I'm trying to say, like, it's like I was saying, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? I'd say, man, I appreciate any type of support, any type of support anybody gives me, bro. Like, even if it's fake, genuine, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. I appreciate it, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? There ain't no, but, I'm trying to say, it'd be like a lot of support. It'd be like when, it's like when I'm trying to say, it's like when they see you doing good and move out the city and bettering yourself and shit like that, that's when they want to support you. I'm saying, I done seen it firsthand. Like, a lot of people that moved out the city, Springfield artists, I ain't gonna say no names, but shit, a lot of people, and I'm trying to say, they want to hop on the, I'm saying, just because they see you out of state and you actually doing something for yourself and you doing this and doing that. And cool.
And then on the flip side, those are the people that you kind of have to stay away from because, those people are like, they want to hop on a wave rather than being there from, I can't even say being there from the start because, certain people do see you at different times or different seasons, but majority, I will say, they do try to hop on the wave because it's like, okay, once that person makes it, then I feel like they owe me something.
Right.
And I feel like that's where a lot of people get making it wrong.
Right.
Like, you weren't with me when I was with my cousin or when I was in the studio,
but
or like,
remember though, people, it's like people will see, but people like genuinely will support you just because that's the type of person they is.
No, for sure. And
you know what I'm saying? But then people will not share anything, and I'm trying to say they will share anything until you start doing better for yourself, and then I'm trying to say, and then not share anything just because the person you are. They will hate on you just because of the type of character you have. I'm trying to say the type of good soul that you have and the type of person you are.
Yeah.
And the moves that you making, I'm trying to say it's just hate in their blood. Like,
yeah.
I'm trying to say it'd be a lot of hate in their blood, bro.
And I feel like
they can't help it. I'm trying to say,
yeah, for sure.
Say God bless. I'm trying to say God
for sure.
bless. I'm like, but I'm trying to say that's just the type of person they is, bro. Like.
And like it's also in a sense,
them,
it's also in a sense like, you know, how certain people have opinions on what celebrities do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, that person is still a person. Like I don't know why we look at certain people at such a high stature when we've made mistakes too. Just because they make a little bit more money, we have to hold them on a pedestal.
They're human.
They're human.
You know what I'm saying? Just like us, shit. Cuz, and I'm trying to say, shit, we done ran into, I'm trying to say, many celebrities, and I'm trying to say, and this staying humble and just, but they just a person just like we are, bro.
Right. If you just talk to them, they're
just a person.
Right. They're just a person.
Are, man. Like, there ain't no reason for that. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. So I will say we all gotta do better about that as a collective, and I mean people in general. Stop putting people on such high pedestals just because of their status or whatever. Like, status really doesn't mean anything at the end of the day.
Right.
Because once you die, it's just a name.
Right. It's definitely just a name. But as the support goes, I appreciate anybody supporting me. Anybody supporting me.
Positive side now. Yeah.
You know
Go ahead.
So
Yeah.
like genuinely.
For sure.
I'm saying, or faith. I appreciate any support. I'm trying to say any support. I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, I appreciate all of it. Like,
for sure.
I appreciate all of it.
And then we are actually approaching the last question, bruh. So this is question number 6.
Okay.
This is kind of.
It's a good one.
It's an interesting one. I'm not sure what I meant by writing this down, but let's just see your answer. Okay. So question number 6: what are you willing to give up to have a better life than you do now?
What am I willing to give up?
Yeah.
I am willing to give up. I am willing to give up. Have a better life. That sounds like some sacrifice.
Yeah, and like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm willing to give up. Let me say, like, I'm willing to give up, like.
I didn't mean it that way, guys. I just because like I was
like a family member. He was so I give him like a family member.
Nah. This ain't no ritual, bro. And like that's why I questioned myself before I read it. I'm like, man, he gonna think I'm trying to say I'm sacrificing somebody, bro. I promise that's not what I'm saying.
But I'm willing to give up, bro. Like my past and past flaws, bro. Like it's past flaws. Like
yeah.
My past, like, because I know everybody thinks about their past and past trauma.
Yes.
And everything like that. So I'm willing to give up my past trauma because I know everybody thinks, bro, even on your best days, bro, you might think of it.
Right.
This shit you done went through and this. I'm trying to say everybody has a dark day. So I'm willing to give up my past trauma. I want to give up my past trauma. Like, I'm saying, like, you can have it. You know what I'm saying? You can have it. I don't want to think about that shit no more, bro. So it's just past trauma, and I'm saying my past for real. Like, I mean, my past, bro, everybody has a past, but like the bad shit and the trauma in my past, I'm willing to give that up.
Yeah, because that, I mean, even
become a better person, bro.
Even though that makes who you are today, that's still not who you are anymore.
No.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So if I could still hold the same type, I'm saying, characteristics from the past that I had, but just forget about, I'm saying, just give it up, I would. You know what I'm saying? I would.
Yeah, because, I think that people, again, like we said earlier, that they kind of just sit and dwell in it. But I think the more you have your support, have your community, have your whatever, and move through it, what's stopping you from there?
I'm saying to say, so I know it feeds back to the question he didn't probably, it's like question 3 or whatever about the past and shit, but setbacks, I know you can't take anything back, but setbacks and toxic people in your life and shit like that, that's one thing I'll give away. I'm saying, have a better life, like,
yeah, and that goes such a long way, because like,
but at the end of the day, I can't. So
yeah, but like, you know, hypothetically speaking, like, you know, if that stuff wasn't in your life, you know, how could that turn out? And I feel like people don't really think about that because it's, you know, it's happened, it's done, it's whatever. But like, you know, I don't think people really get a chance to think about, like, you know, what if I didn't entertain that?
I feel like I'll be a square.
Explain.
I feel like I'll be a square. Like if I ain't go through them type of situations, it would never make me the type of person I am today. So
for sure,
I would have never went through anything or realized anything. So this question, like, I'm just saying, like, hypothetically.
No, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like yep. But it would have made me a square, just a person who never went through anything in their life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna go through something in their life.
Yeah.
See, like, I feel that shit would have made me a square. Like, I would have never been prepared for real life.
Man,
like, situations or anything like that. So, yeah.
Well, man, those are all the questions that I had today, bruh. So this is the segment where I usually have people ask me one question if they have one. You can ask me anything that you want to. You can be a 2-part question, but just ask me one question if you have one. You can take your time.
Just about anything.
Anything you want.
Anything I want to. Okay, let me think, bro. Let me give you a good question.
Yep. I'm sorry about that light, though, bro. I got to get a new one now. I'm pissed. Man, that bulb is trash.
Okay. Okay, what makes you want to, I'm saying, get deep enough to know about somebody else's shit, man? I'm saying, like, you asking questions. You did a podcast for a reason, right?
Yeah.
You did this whole shit for a reason.
Yeah.
What makes you want to know about people's lives, and I'm saying the background and anything like that? And the second question is, are you doing that just to? Is it just for the internet? I'm saying, are you doing that just trying to learn and trying to help? And I'm trying to say another person.
Yeah. So that man, first of all, that second question was great. First, to answer your first question, why am I doing it? Is basically what you're asking?
No, I'm trying to say, why did you start doing the podcast
in the first place?
I'm trying to say to learn about a person's background.
Yeah.
Or what I'm trying to say.
Okay. So to answer that is basically because, like, and this is gonna be a shot at my family. So family, don't take this the hard way, but I've watched my family destruct themselves, where we've had certain family members disappear, not like seriously, but like they'll separate themselves from the family, or I see, like, whenever we get to having serious conversations, it gets uncomfortable. Right. But in my sense, it's like, if we're family and family equals love and all that stuff, why do we always get uncomfortable when we have to talk about those serious things? And then when it does get to those serious things, we hold grudges forever, and then that's what causes us to separate. So I felt like the more I can have those conversations with my family, with my internal family, I can be open enough to have them with people in my day-to-day life, or even people from the not saying that you're from the past, but people that I don't get a chance to talk to on a day-to-day basis. Right. And I feel like we also, as young adults, young black adults specifically, we don't get a chance to talk to each other. It's always, hey, bro, how you doing? Oh, I'm good, bro. How you doing? Yeah, blah blah blah. It's
in disguise.
Yeah, it's and I'm not saying it's too positive, but like we're never really real with each other. Right. I can never know what you're going through if I don't ask you.
Can I interrupt? Because if I seen you at Speedway, hey, bro, what's up, bro? I'm doing good. I'm depressed as fuck.
What's up, bro?
I'm saying we straight. Like, I'm trying to say, I ain't finna tell you shit, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I was going.
I'm going through it, bro. Nah, for real. But what I'm saying is, like, I wanna create that relationship with people. Is like, I understand that I couldn't probably do it at an early age because I didn't understand to, but now that I understand how communication goes and that it can go a long way, I want to recreate those relationships now, so that after moving forward, now I can be like, hey bro, like, I'm just making sure you're good. Are you good? You need anything? Right. Like, I want to create those relationships now. And then the second thing you said was
intervene in that. So I get what you're saying. So that's gonna help people, like, be able to, people who ain't gonna be able to open up to their family and shit, who don't open up to their family. You might help them open up to their family, and I'm trying to say help some little family fuels or whatever the fuck they got going on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. All right, the second question is, let me just say it again so you remember. You just doing it for just for the podcast, or to actually, I'm trying to say help somebody or get to know what the fuck they going through?
Yeah. So originally, I didn't even want to do this on video at first, but it kind of just happened naturally. And I think the reason why I wanted to have it on video as time went on is because I want people to be comfortable with their story. Right. I feel like you said earlier, that you kind of bottle up a lot of emotions, right. and it feels good to me that you're comfortable enough to even share it, because now people are going to watch it. People are going to take it home and like, man, how can I apply this to my life? And I feel like the more we show each other that we are comfortable with just talking and understanding first and then reacting or listening, or you know what I'm trying to say, then it makes the black community a lot better. And I'm specifically talking about the black community, just because I feel like we do bottle up a lot of stuff and then we're just like, okay, we're all right, we can just move on. But that's not the case, because even though that you move on, you're still there, you know, in your mind mentally. Just because it's in the past doesn't mean that you necessarily moved on from it. Right. But now having the actual conversation in real time, we can work through it, and that's the difference. Okay. With this podcast, it is a podcast now, I guess, but with this podcast going on forward, it's cool seeing after an episode drops, I'll get, you know, messages in the morning like, hey, Zion, like, you don't understand how much this means, because that's now, man, because now people are telling me, you know, now I can have these conversations with my mom or with my sister, or now my friends can understand me better because I'm just talking to them. So I'm not doing it for the sake of views or attention or anything like that. I'm using it as a tool, as a resource. I'm using it as a tool or a resource to help the next person. Right. That's pretty much it.
Yes, sir.
But that's it though. Yeah. All right. But other than that, bro, Noah, bro. Man, it truly warms my heart, and I mean that in a non-emotional way, to see you thrive as a person and to see you grow as a person as well, because again, I've never had the time to really just sit down and talk to you. So thank you for coming in today.
Appreciate you for having me, bro.
I will have all his links in the below. Go check his music out. He's coming up, so don't wait till he gets there. Start now.
That's what I meant to say too earlier too, bro. It's my cousin wanted me to get like on more like personal level as an artist. I'm trying to see like how I am as a person and shit like that. I feel like I should start doing shit like that. So if y'all tune in like a month or so, man, so there should be some more of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Go get it. But Noah, I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate you for having me, bro. It's all love, man.
Other than that, Noiz.I and Noah, we are out.